Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss about very important concept of elements of machine design, that is factor of safety. So let us see first the introduction. While designing a component, it is necessary to provide a sufficient reserve strength. While designing any component, it is necessary to provide sufficient reserve strength, and this is achieved by taking a suitable factor of safety, that is Fs. So what is the definition of this factor of safety? So factor of safety is the ratio of the maximum stress to the working stress is known as factor of safety. The ratio of maximum stress to the working stress is known as factor of safety. Now, what is factor of safety? Factor of safety is equal to maximum stress or failure stress divided by working stress or design stress or allowable stress. Now, for a ductile material, factor of safety is equal to yield stress divided by working or allowable stress. So, for a ductile material, yield point is the failure point. When material start yielding, that is permanent deformation is a failure criteria of ductile material. Therefore, yield stress is a maximum stress. Therefore, factor of safety is equal to yield stress divided by working or allowable stress. That is Fs is equal to yield stress is denoted by SYT. So SYT divided by sigma allowable, that is allowable stress. Now, for brittle material, failure criteria is ultimate stress point. That is, there is no plastic deformation in brittle material and material fails at maximum stress point, that is ultimate stress point. Therefore, factor of safety is equal to ultimate stress divided by working or allowable stress. So Fs is equal to SUT divided by sigma allowable. SUT is ultimate strength of the material and sigma allowable is allowable or working stress. Now, the magnitude of factor of safety depends upon the following factors. So, which factors will be considered during the selection of factor of safety? We will see in this in the next slides. So, see, first factor. So, first factor is effect of failure. Sometimes the failure of machine element involves only a little inconvenience or loss of time. So in some cases, if there is a failure of machine element takes place, then there is a little inconvenience or little less of loss of time. So for example, failure of the ball bearing in gearbox, there is no more loss of time or there is no more inconvenience in this type of failure. On the other hand, in some cases, there is substantial financial loss or danger to the human life. In some cases, there is more loss and it's a danger to the human life. For example, failure of the wall in pressure vessel. So in pressure vessel, if any wall fails, then there is a danger to the human life. The factor of safety is high in applications where failure of machine part may result in serious accidents. So if there is a chance of serious accidents, then in that case higher factor of safety is selected for the design of machine element. The second factor is type of load. The factor of safety is low when the external force acting on the machine element is static. Static means what? There is load which does not vary in magnitude or direction with respect to time. Means the load whose magnitude or direction is known and which does not change with respect to time. In that case, the factor of safety will be low. On the other hand, a higher factor of safety is selected when the machine element is subjected to impact load. If there is impact load, that means magnitude or direction with respect to time change, then in that case higher factor of safety is selected. This is due to the fact that impact load is suddenly applied to the machine component, usually at high velocity. Then the third factor is degree of accuracy in force analysis. When the forces acting on the machine component are precisely determined, a low factor of safety can be selected. If the forces acting on machine element are precisely determined, that means total analysis is possible. In that case, low factor of safety can be selected, and a higher factor of safety is necessary when the machine component is subjected to a force whose magnitude or direction is uncertain or unpredictable. If the force whose magnitude or direction is uncertain or unpredictable, in that case, higher factor of safety is necessary. Then the fourth factor is material of component. When the component is made of homogeneous ductile material, that means the properties are same at every point of the material, then in that case, in homogeneous material, a smaller factor of safety is chosen. When the component is made of non-homogeneous material, then a higher factor of safety is chosen. Then the next factor is, that is fifth factor, reliability of component. So what is reliability? Reliability is the probability that a machine part will perform its function satisfactorily over its lifetime. Reliability means a machine component will perform its function satisfactorily over its lifetime, and the factor of safety increases with increasing reliability. That is, if you have more reliability, then you have to select high factor of safety for that case. Then the sixth factor is cost of component. As the factor of safety increases, dimensions of the component, material requirement and cost also increases. If you have to increase factor of safety, the dimensions of component also increases. Dimensions increases means material requirement also increases, and if you require more material, that is you require more money to purchase that material, so cost of the component also increases. So the factor of safety is low for cheap machine parts. For cheap machine parts, you should select, or you will select, you can select low factor of safety for cheap materials. Then the next factor is testing of machine element. A low factor of safety can be chosen when the machine component can be tested under actual conditions of service and operation. If you can, or you will able to test machine component in service or operation, then you can select low factor of safety. A higher factor of safety is necessary when it is not possible to test a machine part, And if it is possible to test machine part, then you can select low factor of safety. If it is not possible to test machine part, you can select higher factor of safety. Then the eighth factor is service conditions. When a machine element will operate in corrosive atmosphere or a high temperature environment, a higher factor of safety is necessary. So in corrosive atmosphere, if your machine component is operating in a corrosive atmosphere or high temperature environment, then you should select a higher factor of safety for that type of environment. Then the next factor is ninth factor is quality of manufacture. When the quality of manufacture is high, variations in dimensions of the machine component are less and low factor of safety can be selected. When the quality of manufacture is high, variations in dimensions of the machine component are less and low factor of safety can be selected. And conversely, higher factor of safety is required to compensate for poor manufacturing quality. If manufacturing quality is better, you can select low factor of safety. If manufacturing uh, quality is poor, you can select higher factor of safety. Now, higher factor of safety is chosen under the following conditions. So, in what conditions you should select higher factor of safety? I have listed here. One is the magnitude and nature of external forces acting on the machine component cannot be precisely estimated. If nature, magnitude and nature of external forces acting on component cannot be precisely estimated, then you can select higher factor of safety. If it is likely that the material of the machine component has a non-homogeneous structure, then you should select higher factor of safety. The machine component is subjected to impact force or impact load in service, then you should select higher factor of safety. There is possibility of residual stresses in the machine component, that is internal stresses in the machine component, then you should select higher factor of safety. If the machine component is working in corrosive atmosphere, then you should select higher factor of safety. The machine part is subjected to higher temperatures during operation, then you should select higher factor of safety. If the failure of machine part may hazard the lives of people and substantial loss to property, that is, the failure of machine part may uh, create serious accidents, then you should select higher factor of safety. If it is not possible to test the machine component under the actual conditions of service, then you should select higher factor of safety. If higher reliability is demanded in applications like components of aircrafts, in aircrafts, higher reliability is required. So in that case, you should select higher factor of safety. There is possibility of abnormal variation in external load on some occasions. In that case, you should select higher factor of safety. And the quality of manufacture of machine part is poor. If the quality of manufacture of machine part is poor, you should select higher factor of safety. If the exact mode of failure of the component is unpredictable, then you should select higher factor of safety. And if there is stress concentration in machine component, you should select higher factor of safety. So what is stress concentration? That concept is will be explained in next video. So thank you very much. Thank you.